Greetings everyone. I love create mod Steam engines, and some time ago I said this. Like, I could build this entire endgame Steam engine in less than a couple hours. And that thought has been living rent-free in my head since. So one day I sat down, did some math, and I still kept fluctuating between there's absolutely no way and it's easy as f. So today we are putting my math and my speedrun skills to the test, and with something even greater at stake. Last stream, somebody called me a femboy. The situation got slightly out of hand when my moderator created the Lolo Femboy Legion. She made a server dedicated to drawing me as a femboy. So today, I'm gonna prove you all that I'm not a femboy by speedrunning a Steam engine in Create Mod. Now, how is that gonna prove that I'm not a femboy?
Listen up, folks. The rules are simple. Our contestants got only the Create mod and some performance boosters, and this speedrun ends the moment he fires up a self-sustaining level 9 steam engine. Water flowing, blaze burners blazing, and fuel churning in full automation. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. This one you won't want to miss. What do you think, Libe number 3?
And while I had done a little math, what I did not do is forming a strategy. Let's do some planning. Okay, check this out. So this is me and us having all
to make
the netherrack we can just make these. We need 36 iron emeralds. The idea is that at some point, with Lolo Guru, how would one acquire a relationship? I don't know. And after planning, it was time for the first attempt. And this challenge whooped my ass. The first run had a god-awful spawn, but after the first 20 minutes, we found a massive cave full of the materials we need. Then I died at the fortress. The second run was the exact opposite. Perfect spawn near a village, but not a single good cave. Then I died at the fortress. Well, I have this. The only thing I can try. No. So, it's clear we got to lay down a plan, but where to start? Oh yeah. A tier 9 steam engine requires 36 fluid tanks, water and 9 blaze burners. The water part is pretty simple, even just 2 gear ratios on a single pump is more than enough for the required input for the whole system. The real challenge is the blaze burners. These in particular need to be fueled indefinitely, and while there are many options for fuel, realistically we only have 2. Charcoal and lava. And while today in this video I'm going to test both, I have much bigger hopes for charcoal at the moment. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's at least have a working design. So, this is the design I have been working on. We have here a tree farm. I've calculated the exact radius of saplings we need. With 2 deployers, fortunately we only need 1 extra one because we need 1 for the precision mechanism. Then we put all of the output into this chute. The brass funnel trashes all of the items we don't need. The logs go over here, get heated into charcoal, and the mechanical arm just puts it into the system. And we're also using the fan that we need already to smelt all of the ores. Yes, the back is a bit messy, but I mean, it's not that big of an issue. It should work. Possibly the biggest challenge of the run is getting all of the materials required for the build itself, and the blaze burners alone are quite tricky, not only requiring us to go to the nether because of how they're obtained, but also because they are very expensive. 4 iron sheets per blaze burner. That means 36 iron ingots and a press, so add 9, plus a bucket for the water wheels, and that's 48 iron ingots. So should we also invest another 4 to make a fan to smelt all this? I don't know. And then there's brass. By definition, a brassless blaze burner powered steam engine is not possible. Either you go with a mechanical arm or even the more expensive deployer setup, and they both use brass. So we also need a mixer and a basing to make it. And zinc as well, which can only be obtained by mining it, and that requires an iron pickaxe, so add 3 to the counter, and a 1 in 5 chances of precision mechanism recipe failing, and don't make me even start talking about saplings. This speedrun is a brutally complex mess of tasks, which need to be carefully set up into a plan that can also be adaptable into any seed's luck. So anyways, I kept attempting it without any fucking clue of what I was doing. The entire chat is calling me a femboy. Good to know. Interesting. I'm betting my firstborn child on this. And it didn't take long for me to get a perfect seed for me to completely fumble on the second day of streaming. Okay, let's... Desert. There is a thing. Let's go. There's a ruined portal. Oh my god. After taking the loot from a desert temple, I found a village. That's a village. Then another. Then another. Okay, that's another village. Then another. That's another village. What? No, is that where I came from? So I got a very good head start on the iron. Diamond and obsidian. Nice try, idiot. And soon enough, I saw a rune portal with a pretty good cave, so I set up base and started a whole setup of machines. Eventually, it was never time, hoping for a good spawn, but honestly, what were you expecting? Come on. Give it to me. No, what is this? This looks not good. Is that for... I just need to be not an idiot. I can do that. I can be not stupid. I didn't get the last one. Now run for your life. Can't believe that took so long. Then came the moment of truth. The precision mechanism. Well then, let's get some fucking iron. Okay. I mean, it was kind of expected. It had to happen. We were too lucky. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Come on. Pain. And then, realization. I needed kelp. Okay, let's go for an ocean. Does anybody remember if it was an ocean? That's a desert. No, that's a desert. Okay, let's go back. We got 30 minutes. I don't think we're doing it. Chat. Okay, let's go back to house. And finally, after a long and mildly embarrassing display of my lack of skills, the run was over. I failed. 2 hours, 11 minutes, and about 10 seconds. So why is there so much fanboy fun out of you? Because he's a fanboy. God damn it. God damn it. But it's not that bad. The goal for now is to prove my earlier point, and as most of you know, a couple means 2, so 2 hours. Which means we're actually not that far off from winning this challenge after all, and proving that I'm not a fanboy. Nice. What? Can you hear that? Is that the sound of my unstoppable and omnipotent perfectionism? We are far, far from over. The video begins now. Did I say 2 hours? No, I can't let that slide. We are going for 1 hour 30. I have so many optimizations, you have no idea. Before I get into the actual theory, let me explain why I've decided to speedrun specifically a level 9 steam engine, when this little thingy also counts as a steam engine. It's time for the harsh truth. The level 9 steam engine is the only steam engine. I have never seen a single person in my life ever use a passive steam engine unironically, when 4 water wheels can match that for the price of 2 crumbs, let alone one with 4 blaze burners, or any other number less than 9 really. There is no reason not to go with water wheels until you have a level 9 steam engine. And level 10 and beyond are even more stupid. Ignoring the fact that making a level 18 steam engine is just not worth making 3 extra farms. Ignoring the fact that no one would ever use blaze cakes on just some blaze burners. But the single fact that netherrack is required, a material which is not renewable, makes the entire idea of having a steam engine completely pointless.
Dude, I'm trying to edit. Can you keep it down?
Yeah, sorry. Secondly, let me clarify what the speedrun requirement actually is, because Radio Libe didn't explain it well, so let me do it. The speedrun timer ends on the first tick in which the player is within render distance of a steam engine setup from that exact moment onward, with no further player input or interaction. The setup will, through deterministic in-game mechanics alone, inevitably reach steam engine level 9 and remain such indefinitely. The pretty funny aspect of this definition is that no matter what, we truly can't tell if a level 9 steam engine goes on forever in practice because of a halting problem, but we can look over that, no? Our current design for the steam engine, while pretty straightforward and pretty cute, has more cons than a porcupine and a balloon convention. I could talk about all of the details such as being directional, using a gearbox, and overall not optimized, but the biggest issue is the tree farm part. It doesn't matter what design we go for, mechanical bearing, windmill, minecart, train, clockwork, all of these require superglue, and that's a big issue for 2 different reasons. The first one is the lime dye used to make it. That itself makes 2 new problems. Green dye, which is only obtainable through cactus, which forces the presence of a desert into a run, and bone meal. Yes, technically you can get lime dye by smelting a sea pickle, but that's just switching which biome we need, and yes, we could get slime itself by killing slimes at night, but again, same issue, but worse because moon phases. The second problem is that dough required flour, which requires wheat, add that to the list of weird items needed, plus the millstone to process it, and you can see why this is fucking stupid. We need something different. Something that does not rely on luck to set up. Something that takes less material and optimally the same materials that we are getting anyways. And that something doesn't exist. But lava is pretty good. At first glance, it doesn't look like a good idea at all. Where do you find an unlimited supply of lava? Yes, the Nether has giant lakes of it, but reminder, the steam engine also needs water to exist, so we can't build it there, which means we would have to do interdimensional item transportation, with an item drain and pumps and hose pulley and spout and just hammer me already. And that's why I was going for charcoal. But actually, from a non-linear, non-subjective view, lava is way better. After a couple of tests, I came to the conclusion that about 91% of all Nether portals generate within at least 16 blocks of an infinite lava pool, which is the potential range of our pipe system. That means we really don't need that much luck. Secondly, the blocks required for this setup are actually not that big of a problem. That's because with copper, we get a 2-for-1. And there's no materials in these crafting recipes that we aren't getting anyways. And finally, since there is only one output, we do not need to sort it with brass funnels, nor do we need item drains for liquid storage if we make it fast enough. So, how small can we make such a design? Look how small it is. It's literally 2 belts and the stuff that, already needs to be there. Visit the Nether side, there's literally 1 water wheel, well, lava wheel, and the spout with a pump and hose pulley. I feel like this is kind of the winner, even though it has a gearbox. I feel like this is the design. Also, I did test it, it does go on forever, even at this slow speed. And also, shout out to Moreira, who made me this amazing figura model. It has biscuit, come on, it's so lovely, I love it. It took me a while to figure out that the mechanical belt speed actually does impact where the items going through the Nether portal end up, but when I did, I understood just how much potential it had. Also, have I mentioned that you've been watching this video for quite a while now? And I know, you've heard it a million times before, but I'll just say this. That's a bright red subscribe button, and if you've enjoyed the video and want to see more stuff like this, consider giving it a press. 1 click for you, absolute joy for me. Thank you so much. Anyways, now that we have a perfect design from here and onward, it's strategy time. And just like a good physician, let's theorize. What are the minimum requirements for a run? Are there biomes or structures that are required to have in our run in order to complete it? Well, yeah. Obviously, the Nether Fortress, but also every run requires any kind of ocean. Can you guess why? I'll give you like 3 seconds. It's kelp. By my calculations, in fact, we need 41 kelp for our current design. That includes 9 for the hose pulley, 1 for the spout, and everything else, I don't know. The great thing about needing an ocean is that they're not rare, and they can have shipwrecks. These things are very helpful in normal speedruns, but especially helpful here, because not only do they provide a great head start on the iron we require, but they can also have paper, which is in fact required to make sandpaper, which we need to make the polished quartz for the electron tube for deploy for the precision mechanism for mechanical arm. And they also have lapis, which can be used to make the schematic cannon stuff, and while I probably wouldn't be using it, it's a great option. Secondly, while not technically a biome, we definitely need a cheese cave. Yes, it's called a cheese cave. Some materials are just too cave specific. Gold for the steam engine, redstone for the rose quartz, basically a stack of iron, and add that to a lava pool and you can see why these are so necessary. The problem with them is that they are underground, so detecting them is a bit tricky. That doesn't mean we have no way of finding one. Please don't fact check what I'm about to say, but wiki doesn't confirm all of this. Other than finding massive openings that can lead to such caves, I believe these little structures, which I call balls, do spawn above a cave of reasonable size. Second, bigger caves, and especially Cheese Cave, are more prone to spawn below and within mountain biomes, such as snowy peaks. This is quite the contrast to the ocean strategy we're going for, but we're mainly betting our luck on those openings. And as I said, having either a lava pool or a lava lake is essential to go to the Nether, which means that I'll get to show my amazing portal making skills. Okay, check this out. 1, 2, I don't have a pickaxe. 3, no. Yes. No. So, the perfect seed looks something like this. Spawn near an ocean with shipwrecks, with a cheese cave nearby, a lava pool somewhere, a fortress, and like, trees. But you're not here to hear all about the theory. You're here to see me fail repeatedly and watch me getting called a femboy, aren't you? Right, so let's move on to theory. Anyone can theorize and make up strategies, but in practice, most fail. I was one of them. The biggest problem being the Nether. By my own rules, I'm obligated to play only on the latest version of Create, which is not compatible with 1.16.1, the speedrunning version. That alone may just be the single reason why I could fail at the legendary 1 hour 30 run. First, I always have problem finding fortresses. I thought I could make great use of a pie chart to detect monster spawners, and maybe even buried treasures for an even better start, but my pie chart is completely broken. I don't know what's going on with it. I checked every relevant section that speedrunners use, but it just does not update, does not help, or just straight up doesn't work. and I can't even use it efficiently because the amazing feature that allowed you to change your render distance with a hotkey was removed for no reason. And worse, I have a 4K monitor, and the pie chart has this bug where it does not scale with a GUI setting scale, so it's so small that to read it, I have to move my microphone away and attach my head to the screen to even read it. So that's off the picture. Second, since 80% of the time in the speedrun is spent in a cave, I thought I could use the gamma setting method to give me full bright at all times, which is something perfectly within the rules of regular speedrunning. But since 1.18.1, that's not a thing anymore. Why? I don't know, so that's out of the way too. In addition to that, we're also missing some very important performance boost mods that can help massively with resets. And talking about resets, Atom does not work with Create because of Zinc messing up the ore generation thingy and everything explodes. So resetting a run, which happens very often, is slow and boring. And problems such as these call for a solution. So here's a breakdown. Pie chart too small? Say no less, as Lil Bro Codes from my Discord server, which you should definitely join, no, not that one, made this mod that fixes the bugs and makes the pie chart readable. Yippee! And after practicing a lot, I actually did manage to use it efficiently in this specific section. Oh, so now it randomly works. Interesting. Resets are slow? Well, give a second round of applause to Lil Bro Codes, who made a working version of Atom that does take into account custom world generation. I'm just gonna say it, without this mod, the final run of this video would not have been possible, so stick around to see it. And unfortunately, I couldn't find any of the usual speedrunning and performance mods anywhere, so I guess we just can't do much about that.
Hold on just a minute.
What is it, CEO of Cuteness Melanie?
You short-sighted Curseforge boy have forgotten to check the other mod site.
I'm not a Curseforge boy. So, apparently, Modrim has a speedrun pack with all the performance and resets mods I could ask for, and while most of them don't work with Fabric API, some of them are actually very useful. World Preview is an easy one. Knowing what the spawn looks like immediately tells me if it's good or not. But Fast Reset is also amazing. It skips saving the world if you've been in it for less than 3 minutes, so no time wasted. And so, the practicing begins.
Pretty sure I would know.
Say it again.
Worcester, sure, sauce.
I swear that is not what you said the first time.
What do you mean? No, I didn't.
You did not say that before.
Who's
Worcester
the fuck is Chester? Why did he invent the sauce?
Malt vinegar and spirit vinegar.
Spirit vinegar. He made that up.
Molasses.
Steam engine setup speedrun, test number 2. Don't even ask about what happened on the first one. I believe it's done. So that took 4 minutes. That's not great. I did make a little mistake. Okay, I did it. That took like about 2.5 minutes. It was pretty good. But while I was practicing, the enemy side was also working hard. Without my knowledge, the Libe Femboy Legion made a drawing competition event where masterpieces were created for their propaganda. Holy hell! Whoa! FNAF is next week's stream. Including the track you're listening to right now. The next day, I was forced to change my profile picture to a winning art piece. I needed to improve, and I needed to improve fast. Stream after stream, seed after seed. So many perfect runs lost to stupid mistake. So many shipwrecks and so little caves. Most good runs would end in the never, where a single bad spawn trashes the run. But then, from nothing, December 23rd, my Christmas stream wasn't anything special. Just chilling on the last stream of the year. Put on the fox here. That's a good idea. My head will be in pain. Then this happened. Oh, finally shipwreck. Well, that took a while, didn't it, Minecraft? Thank you. And this looks like a cave. That chest had 20 iron ingots, almost 3 times the average amount. But that was not it. Lava pool. Finally, another never attempt. But I was being fast. Very fast. So fast, in fact, that before entering the Nether, I already had every piece of iron and copper for the run. That was not normal. That cave was just that good. Look. Please do it. Okay. Bad spawn. In most runs, I would have reset. but this time it was different. I was in Everest so early that I just decided to persist. I hate this a lot. And of course, the luck gods were going to toy with me, because 20 minutes later, I finally found a fortress. A fortress! A fortress! A fortress! Okay, let's run. You'd think I would have taken 4 business days to go back, but I had screenshots. Now, this is quite the scary part, because it doesn't matter how much math and preparation I have, I've been in this situation once. And with no practice, you know what happens? That's right, I panic. That said, let's just start having the brass that we need. That said, I think I handled it pretty well, made the perfect amount of brass, knew always what I needed and in what quantities, and soon enough, I was ready to... Actually, okay, I will do a stupid thing. There's no way, right? Could it be enough? Under pressure. Tapping the mantle? Yes, it's infinite! It's infinite! Oh. Well, that's interesting. So, at the very last minute, I realized we could ditch entirely the never part and made a critical decision at the final stage. I would improvise a new neverless design. I mean, this is such a rare occurrence, I had to try it. Do you genuinely just need to spin in order to be intelligent? Final round of crafting. Water. Pump. No, yeah, right, you're correct, but, like here. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, what the fuck? 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 35 seconds. I freaking did it. I did it. And while yes, I missed the sub-hour 30, I knew that this run would mark the beginning of the sub-hour dream. You see, I lied to you. The idea was never to do it in less than 2 hours or 1 hour 30. If I, with not that much preparation, could do it in 2 hours 15, then a mere sub 2 hours run wouldn't prove that I'm not a femboy. Not to me, Toast, or the viewers that have been calling me a femboy every stream since the Libe Femboy Legion was formed. We're going for sub hour. That's right. What's another 30 minutes of the time? Now, this may sound insane, and when I brought it up to my Discord server, everyone laughed at me too. But this run was finally my first piece of evidence that it was in fact possible. How do I know this? Because of the never. If we remove that entire section and assume the fortress was right there, then the run would have been slightly over an hour long, which means that with some optimizations, the sub-hour run is very much achievable. But that only meant that from now on, it was all on me. No more theory, no more math. Time to truly lock in, because the video actually begins now. I prepared my instance, set up OBS, and finally I made this. I named it Libe's Organized Steam Engine Reference, or LOSER for short. This spreadsheet has info on all the materials required during the run, check marks on all of the things that need to be done, and this beautiful poster you can purchase nowhere. I have no merch. Also, I made this texture pack that makes blaze burners into my head, so that's what's happening. So anyways... so much to use. I mean, this looks like a cave. Village and shipwreck. Ravine that may lead to a good cave. Oh my god. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I swear I saw a shipwreck. Got one never entry today. What am I even doing? What is the meaning of life if there's no cave here? I have done nothing but speedrunning for the last week. Goes down. I've actually lost the cave. God damn it, this run is over. I just need one good run. I rocket dark. So. God damn it. So, out of all of this, what did I learn? Well, there are in fact other routes we can take. While an ocean and a cheese cave are all part of it, how we get there can have many shapes and forms. If there is no shipwreck, we can just make sandpaper by just looking for some sugarcane. And my personal favorite, Azalea route, by looking for biomes where these things spawn, and digging down, easy cave. Yes, it has some drawbacks, but it's more consistent than other methods. Second thing that I learned, food. Differently from normal speedruns that can last way below 10 minutes, this one is very long and requires a lot of running, so I found out that villages are a very valuable thing at the start. Third, mobs suck. Not having brightness is one thing, but being interrupted every 3 seconds by a skeleton genuinely started annoying me so much that it became a habit, making a shield right away. So, let me tell you a little secret. I spent the better part of a week doing only runs for 9 hours a day. I was taking this so seriously that I stopped playing Genshin Impact. Enough, my beloved. During these days, I was nothing but a speedrunning machine. I could barely speak of anything else, and it started to take a toll on me. Mostly because never entries runs were so rare in the first place. But I knew that just one run could change that mood in an instant. And after so many struggles, it's time I show you this run. In the description, you will find a link to an unlisted video of the entire run. The interesting part about this is that I was actually in a Discord call after supposedly taking a break. Okay, so here is the run. As you can see, this is a very interesting spawn. I decided to look around the jungle because jungles are warm biomes and that's where azalea trees spawn. I'm just slightly tired. It's fine. Yeah, right. So here I notice immediately the sugarcane. I get here my piece of sand and I'm making a boat. Right here, I see a shipwreck. It's a good one too. So here I'm making the boat. Also because I am about to get all of the kelp. I kinda already know how much kelp I need to break in order to have enough, but right now I just go towards the chest because I know that I will be able to get it later. So I go look at the chest and it has quite a lot of iron. This is I'd say a good amount. And now I'm going with a boat, I'm using this glitch to see around. And right here I stop to get my one piece of gravel. And I see a village. As I said, these are so important because just the food they provide is essential to finish the run at all. After I've looted it, I see another one right here, and it has a rune portal. Now, I loot it, and I find some interesting stuff, but mostly, the important thing is that I can use this portal later. I just need to remember where this village is in the future. Right here, I get all the hay bales. I know that approximately 45 bread is enough for the entire run, but just in case, I usually get a little bit more. 6 minutes in, I'm usually already looking for that cave. I make my shield, which is, extremely important. And here is all of a cave session. Now, this part is not that interesting. It's just get the iron and, don't die. And here, I go back to the surface because I need to go back to that village. But guess what? I have no clue where that village is. I lost it. Completely lost it. So here I am, going around. I find another shipwreck that has quite a lot of iron too. And then I see this bit of light. And I guess that has to be like a lava pool. Here I'm already making the portal and checking the spawn. Not because it's faster, but just because I need some motivation if there is a fortress nearby. Of course, there isn't a fortress nearby.
Lyrics and Lorax.
What am I talking about? So here starts the other part that I haven't showed that I've trained on, which is building the whole machine setup to create all the components for the steam engine. My crafting is not the fastest, but it is pretty good just because I just remember what I need to do. Now, my pace here is not that great compared to some of my best attempts, but I just do not care. Here, I make 2 water wheels that will use it during the entire run and will be used to power the steam engine itself later on. So I place all of the setup, make my double gear ratio for the press. Now, the depot is actually important because I need it later for the precision mechanism. So, since I need one anyways, I may as well do it now for, easy access to the iron. I know that I need exactly 9 pieces of iron plates, 5 for the mixer and 4 for the fan. I'm already smelting also the kelp that I will need later. So, I finally have enough, so I'm ready to enter the nether. And here it is. So, I realize now just what a weird spawn this is. Because it has,
the nether spawn is a bit weird.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Now, I'll spare you the details, or the why. You can watch the original video for yourself. But it takes me exactly, 20 minutes to find a fortress. I just went on a random direction. I had to go back to the overworld to make more pickaxes. And eventually, at 44 minutes, I finally find that fortress. I get my stupid blazes with my head on it, and I go back. And this is officially my first never exit in 1 entire week of attempts. Oh yeah, also I was panicking a lot. and my heart was going boom, boom, boom. So here I made all of the brass exactly 8, and the first thing that I need to do is the precision mechanism. I have the polished rose quartz after I made the sandpaper, and finally I am pressing the golden sheet that I need to, you know, make the thing. Here's a part I'd like to show you. It's a part that matters not a lot to the speedrun, but I just want to make you look at my reaction. It's so funny. I just panic and I just start opening random stuff, hoping randomly, oh, I can do this. I do it again. I was muted, but I made a gigantic sigh. I make the mechanical arm. The most important block of the entire run is done. And this is the section that actually takes a bit more time than I thought. It's the part where I need 63 oak logs to make all of the barrels to make the flue tanks. And here comes the part where I actually trained on. You know, the building of the thing itself. I somehow missed that jump for some reason. But from like now on, my stress is going a bit down. The most attentive of viewers may understand why, but I'll explain it later. I make sure everything goes into the right thingy. And here I'm doing the last part of the entire thing. And the speedrun exactly ends on the tick where I throw the bucket, which is this one. On this frame, I actually, well, not frame, but, you know, around here, this is where the speedrun actually ends. 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 30 seconds. Actually 40, because I care more about the real time. And I'll just play the reaction. Time! Fucking time! It is... Dear God. Time is... 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 35 seconds.
Femboy.
No, you...
Yeah, you did it, but we still need to cut that 8 minutes off.
I am... I'm gonna censor that. I want you all to know that I will be I have got the world fucking record, and I never want to see this speedrun again in my life. Good night, everybody. I am gonna close this game. In the end, I didn't get the sub hour, but I was too happy and tired to care. So I invoked an emergency stream and showed everyone the run, explaining every detail just like I did to you. Oh, holy hell. It's the one and only. The mage who has given me a cookie. Goodbye. Farewell. That's the sound of a door. That's a loud door. Because finally, after 4 days of speedrunning 9 hours of pizza... A pizza? Did I say 9 hours of pizza because I read the message? After which, I finally posed the question to end it all. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is my 1 hour and 8 minutes worthy of the title of not Femboy? The poll begins! Come on. No, what are you doing? No, no, you're not. Well, how is it higher than the other one? What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it. Maybe, just maybe, more people will arrive and vote no. The poll ended, and officially, according to everybody, I am a Femboy. So, in the end, my amazing run didn't prove a single thing, and the Libe Femboy Legion grew immensely stronger, and I could do nothing to stop it. The end. Femboy Libe is real. Amazing girl. New channel icon. Please don't leave the video, it's not over! I swear there's a lot of important info in this section. Alright. I got your attention. Alright, welcome to the cool part of the video. Glad you could make it. Saved you a seat and a cup of tea right there. Alright, let me start by saying that this video, even for a big amount of theory and preparation, is still missing a lot of points from the original script. There were math sections, completely cut jokes and bits, so in the description you will find this, a document containing every bit of extra info, commentary and production fun facts in this entire video. It may also be especially helpful if you want to attempt the speedrun, which brings me to my next point. Why does this video exist? Well, mostly because I'd like to inspire you. That's right, you watching this video. I've always loved modern Minecraft speedruns, and I feel like there aren't enough, so I just put myself into the limelight, even though, honestly, I suck at speedrunning. And here's a bit more of a personal info. During the making, and especially editing of this video, I was, and kinda still am, extremely scared about this whole thing. Not because I think the video's bad, but the exact opposite. This is the editing and video style I've always wanted. An interesting premise with an even better sub-story, full of in-depth explanation but also humor, and because of that I'm like, well, if this video doesn't do well, I'm fucked. And I'd be bound to make Avaricious Lob forever. So if you enjoyed it, please let me know by giving feedback in the comments, or even joining my Discord community, where I'm very active. So if you have any questions or just want to hang out, it's in the description as well. Also, I have to thank the amazing people who helped here and there during the making of this video. Go check these people out, they are truly amazing. Well, in terms of future projects, I'm probably gonna be working on the cabin finale after my exams in late February, and then start on the 10-year anniversary video. Anyhow, I cannot thank you enough for watching. Join me next time as I speedrun a nuclear power plant to prove I'm not trans.